for somebody who doesn't have a manager yet, and I'm talking about myself because I'm unemployed, what advice do you have for somebody who is trying to break into game design, who doesn't have somebody that they can turn to yet, but is trying to bust in and find a job?
That's a really great question too. Okay, so let me back up. If you have not gotten your first job in the game industry, my first advice is, like when I started in QA, eventually I determined if the game industry was for me or wasn't for me. And I think that any kind of more entry level job that you can take will at least help you solidify if you're going in the right direction or not. Sometimes you can't get those jobs either, but if specifically for game design, I feel like most of my learning comes from making or doing or making a reality out of something that I'm envisioning, and you can't do that unless you have some sort of professional tool that you're using. So just start making stuff. You download the Portal editor and make a cool Portal level, like a nice little design exercise, because you can dream on paper all day, but then like once you go to actually put those into a game, you're going to run into all these things you hadn't thought of. And it's those million little decisions. Which way does the door open? Is there a key to the door? Can you see monsters behind the door? That we call that the door problem, where you can literally answer thousands of questions about a single door. But if you're writing it down in a paper design, you might just say like, there's a door, you know? So yeah, there's all sorts of editors out there. There's even like the Warcraft 3 editor is what I used whenever I was a small babby designer. Unreal, what's cool is like the Unreal Engine and Unity are so accessible now. And there's actually even courses that you can download that will teach you to make a game from scratch. They'll give you all the source files you need. One of the good sites I used for that when I wanted to learn Unity myself was actually, it's called Udemy, like U as in the letter, DEMY, Udemy. And they'll give you everything. They'll teach you how to install Unreal. They'll teach you how to do all of that stuff. And you're basically like building a portfolio, but you're also learning a lot. And so that'll be really impressive whenever you do apply for the game design jobs. Say like, hey, I actually made a level. And if you're lucky, it's a company that has released an editor, and you can say like, hey, I've actually released a level. Like if you're applying to work on Portal, like I made a couple Portal levels. So yeah, get in there and do it. And even if you're not going to use the professional tools like Unreal or Unity, get Mario Maker, get Builder Garage. Just start building something and learning how to learn how to express a vision through the mechanics of an existing tool, and you'll level up so much, and you'll remove a lot of that doubt and that fear that you have as an associate, and then I feel like you'll like breeze right in with a little bit more confidence than maybe I had.
Yeah, and the resistance there is way lower than it sounds right now. You know, some of these bigger tools, Unity and Unreal, can be a little hefty, but things like Mario Maker, Game Maker, they're just so easy to jump into. Make something, create something, show that you've built something, and it will just help snowball your confidence forward. I give a lot of credit to my own development to the fact that I started in JavaScript and HTML when I was like 12, 13, right? And that was instant gratification. Put something in the page, put an input box, hit enter, the thing runs right there. When you have that sense of I do something, I make an impact, I see the results, and you feel like you've grown a little bit, that's where all the good stuff starts. And if you can just get through the pain to get to that point, everything unlocks.